So good morning. It's Thursday morning. So this morning I just wanted to share my ways of running a solo session. So obviously you see me do my Tuesday track session, which went quite well on my own. But it's always a lot easier on a track because you've got obviously the distance to run to. But today's situation is that I haven't, so I'm running to time. So I'm showing you now on the screen the setup for the phone. Whatever device you got, it's exactly the same on an iPhone or an Android, to set up the Garmin and then to transfer that over to the watch. So over to the clips now of that, and then I shall see you in a minute. Right, let's get this set up. So you open up the Garmin app. So once you're into the app, so now these workouts have already been pretty much pre-installed. So what I find the easiest way to do is, once you've got your warm-up, your run, your rest and your cool down installed, all you have to do is edit. So you go to edit, go to the reps, which would be 5. So I'm just showing you there, you just change it to 5. And then for the run, the duration is 5 minutes. So if you wanted to change it to 6 or 4, but I'm keeping it at 5. And then you go to save that by hitting the save. But at the same time, it's a good idea, because I'm changing the workout, is to rename it. So when it goes to your watch, you'll see 5 times 5 minutes. So once you've done that part, you want to make sure that you sync it by hitting the sync button on your phone to your watch. Once that's synced, you go to your watch, go to run, hit the middle button, go to training, open that up, go to your workouts, and then along there somewhere on the list, you should find 5 times 5 minutes. And there you see it there, and you can glimpse up and down to make sure that you've correctly set up them times. Then go back to the top, and then basically you hit the button to start, to go to your workout, press start, and then you'll see on the screen it shall come up after a few seconds 5 times 5 minutes. So you're all good to go there. So you'll obviously be outside, so you'll be waiting for the GPS to sync in. Obviously it won't work now because I'm indoors, but once you're outside, that will sync up. So you just press the start button, and that will take you into the warm-up. And then at the end of the warm-up, you'd hit the lap button, and that would take you into the session. And then you shouldn't have to do anything. You should hear the beeps at the end of each rep. So there you go, there's 4:51. So if you was running, at the end of the 5 minutes, you get your beeping. So that's pretty much it really. That's how you would set up your Garmin watch for a solo session over the park. So I'll just delete that now. And the watch is all set up. So I've discarded that. So I'll just go through that same procedure when I go outside, when I'm ready to go outside of my running gear. So I'll see you over the park. So as you can see, I've just completed my warm up, so I'm going to pause that. But what I do when I start the session is that you obviously resume the activity, and then on the start of the reps, you hit the lap button. So as you see on the video that I've just done, the setup is 5 times 5 minutes. Right, so I was just sort of trying to work out a route. I wanted to make it up as I go along, but just get a rough idea. So I think it should really be on grass. After doing the session on Tuesday, I don't really want to be running on the pathways. I want a bit softer ground, so it's easier on the legs, although you are putting more of an effort into it because of the you're not getting that return like you would on the ground. But it's a good way of toughening up the ankle muscles and all the lower part of the legs. It's all mixing it up a little bit. It's getting that balance just right, getting a little bit of both surfaces. So I don't want to get too comfortable with road running. I want to do a bit training off-road as well if possible. So I'm just going to have to just make it up as I go along, and hopefully it'll work out. I need to get on with it. The time's starting to slip away. So I'm going to start at the meeting area for the park run. Seems a good place to start, and then we'll see how we get on. So as you can see, I've got a countdown on the watch there as well on the screen. So I've got a minute. I'll get a 3-second beeping warning. So that's the first one done. A bit tough, legs feel a bit tired. That's number 2 done. That felt just as tough. Oh. Oh. I really hope all this training is going to pay off at some point. Just thinking, have I left too much for myself to try and get under 20 minutes for 5k? I said before Christmas, but now I'm thinking maybe before the end of the year. I mean, that must include another park run somewhere. But you know what it's like in between Christmas and New Year in terms of overeating. So number 3. Oh, it's not getting easier. Oh, it all depends on what part of the course you're hitting as well. That was a tough finish, that. Slightly down and then up. I think my legs are really tired still from Tuesday, so expected. Oh, somehow I've got to try and do 2 more. Whew. Somehow. Alright, that was really painful, the 4th one. Now got me, I've got about 60 seconds left recovery, and see what I can do on this last one. Not that hopeful. Legs are tired, breathing's really quite erratic now. Probably tiredness, putting extra effort into the legs, affecting the breathing as well. Can't read too much into these things. All my days, 5 done, 5 times 5 minutes, really tough off the back of Tuesday. Lungs are well open now on the last 2 efforts. But the good thing about setting the watch up for a session is that you can forget about the time really. You only have to sort of glimpse down every now and then, and you get the beeps as well at the end of each rep. You get about 3 seconds. So all in all, pretty pleased that I've done that. So I hope you enjoyed how I solo run to time using the Garmin watch. I hope it's helpful to anybody that doesn't know how to use that feature. It's a very handy feature. I can recommend it if you're aiming to do sessions on your own. Anyway, take care all, and see you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe.